before we begin, I'm going to play a random version. I'm going to play a possible ripoff or maybe an inspiration of this game called Numberblocks Big 3D. So to prove that this is the original game, I mean that Numberblocks Big 3D is the original game, we can see this game was created on 8/28/2025, and this game called Numberblocks -1 billion to never ending Big 3D was released on 9/19/2025, which was which was which was like about a month after the original game's release. So this proves that this game is probably a ripoff or inspiration from Numberblocks Big 3D. Anyways, let's begin. Yep. All BTW Kiro 1337 is the original creator of the game. It's AK, the creator of that game. Okay, it's basically why Shasha Krotiv 1337 made the original game called Numberblocks Big 3D BTW. Okay, yeah, the sign is lying because and plus proof was already shown, so it doesn't really matter. But at least they gave credit to this person for these morphs. Anyways, let's begin the video. But I'll just get a speed coil. I'll just get a speed coil and a gravity coil. Well, okay, let's begin. Okay. I'm expecting this to be like negative 100,000. Okay, yeah, let's see. Negative 100,000. Negative 10,000. Negative 9,000. Negative 8,000. Negative 7,000. Negative 6,000. Negative 5,000. Negative 4,000. Negative 3,000. Negative 2,000. Negative 1,000. Negative 100. Wait, no. Yeah. Okay. Actually, maybe. I don't know. Okay. Okay. Negative 100. Negative 90. Negative 80. Negative 80. Negative 70. Negative 60. Negative 50. Negative 40. Negative 30. Negative 25. Negative 20. Negative 19. Negative 18. Negative 17. Negative 16. Negative 15. Okay, it says okay. Negative 14. Negative 13. Negative 12. Negative 11. Negative 10. Negative 9. Negative 8. Negative 7. Negative 6. Negative 5. Negative 4. Negative 3. Also, that was infinity morph walking around. Anyways. Negative 3. Negative 2. Negative 1. Negative 0.5, aka negative 1/2. Negative 0.1, aka negative 1/10. Okay, let's leave here. And go to those. I think I meant to say donators. Yeah. Okay, now on to the positive ones. Okay, let's see where it starts. Okay, it starts, yeah, here. It says how far to BTW. Negative 0, even though that's not a number, because you can't have a negative nothing. Tenero. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Basically makes it says 0, but okay, let's just move on. 0. You have reached 0. 0. This means that number that is nothing. Yep. Okay. Millionth. 1 millionth. 1 centillionth, 1 vigentillionth, 1 decillionth, 1 quintillionth, 1 trillionth, 1 billionth, 1 millionth. Okay, notice how the number box became smaller. Well, we'll have to make it bigger because it's getting too small. 1,000th, 100th, 1/10th, scale 1 meter through. Okay, fine. The round line is thing is pi. Base 10, base 2, base 3. Okay, 0.01, 0.1, and 0.01, aka 100th, 0.1, aka 1/10th, 0.5, aka 1/2, 1. Okay, scale 1 meter, showcasing in small case. 1, 1.5, also known as 1.5, 2, 2.5. Okay, basically 2.5. 3, 3.14, also known as pi. One of the famous numbers, 3.14, and a bunch of numbers after it. Yeah. It's basically 3.14, so it probably would most likely look like a circle. So yeah. 4, 5, 6. I don't know what this thing is, but I think it's binary related. 7, 8, 9. I don't know what this is, but I also think this is binary related. 10, 11, 12. Probably binary related. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Okay, yeah, that's 23. 24, 25, 26, 27. Also, 27 can be a cube. This was shown in the actual show, actually. Also, this show is called Numberblocks. 28, 29, 30, 30. Wait, hold on. Wait, what? I don't know what the one. There's no one block. Oh. Okay, back to the thing. 31, 32, 33. It's basically 30 for that one, but they'll probably fix it in the next update. 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 50, 60, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 80, 81, 82, 83, 90, 100. Okay. 1,000. Let me use my gravity coil. 2,000. Wait, hold on. There's something up here. I'll use my speed coil. I need soil. No, I don't know. I don't know what it's called, but whatever it's called. Also, speed coil was red and the gravity coil was blue, just to let you know. And we have reached the top.
That's it. What do you think about going to church?
Oh dear, mommy, I was recording. No.
I'm so sorry.
Don't worry. But can I still upload it?
Of course.
Okay, thank you.
Sorry.
Okay, yeah. And there's the 8. Also, the top is shaped like that number block 8. That's clever. A clever copycat. A clever way for a copycat to do something. Okay, 1,000, 2,000. Also, that was 2,048 up there. The max thing for 2,048 thing. Yeah. 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, 7,000. Also, that's a number block. One morph. 8,000, 9,000, and yeah, 7,000. 10,000. 100,000. 1,000,000. Okay, yeah, it's too high, so we'll just go to the ground. Okay, 2 million. I'm gonna use my speed wheel. 3 million. 4 million. 5 million. 6 million. 7 million. 8 million. 9 million. 10 million. 100 million. Dang, that is a lot of blocks. Also, it would take about 12 days for you to count to 1,000,000 every second. Also, it would take you about 12 days to count to 1,000,000 if you counted by 1 every second. Okay, 1 billion. Okay, it was just too big, so it got small. 2 billion, 3 billion, 4 billion, 5 billion, 6 billion, 7 billion, 8 billion, 9 billion. Also, the number of blocks were too big, so they smaller bit. So did that creator of Numberblocks Big 3D. Okay, 10 billion, 20 billion. Wait, what does text is? You can add the textures into them. How? Okay. 30 billion, 40 billion, 50 billion, 60 billion, 70 billion, 80 billion. Wait, hold on. Yep. 80 billion, 80 billion, 90 billion, 100 billion, 200 billion, 300 billion, 400 billion, 500 billion, 600 billion, 700 billion, 800 billion, 900 billion, 1 trillion, 10 trillion, 100 trillion, 1 quadrillion. Dang, bruh. 1 quintillion. Okay, let's use my sweet oil. Earth is almost 12 million meters in size, and the previous number block was 1 million meters in diameter, so it would have been 0.12 times, or 12 hundredths, the size of it. The size of it. Dang, bro. But from now on, the signs will say NB instead of Numberblocks as a shortcut. Also, NB stands for Numberblocks, or Numberblock. Also, the number blocks are becoming way too big, so they will become 10 times more or smaller than each other. Also, the next number blocks are on this on the next side, right there. Yeah, honestly, that Numberblocks Big 3D did this originally, but yeah. Also, yeah, this one is approximately 1 sextillion. 1 sextillion. 1 septillion. That's, I don't know what planet that is. Maybe the moon or Pluto. Wait, no. No, that's Jupiter. I don't know. Octillion. Nonillion. Wow, the sun is glowing. Decillion. Wait, hold on. What's this? Decillion. 1 SS. Okay. 1 undecillion. 1 tridecillion. 1 vigintillion. 1 Google. 1 Google T. Also Google T. is 1 followed by 101 zeros. Okay, and plus also a Google is 1 followed by 100 zeros. A Google can also be called 10 duo trillion, and so Google T can also be called 100 duo trillion, 1 centillion, 1 millennium, SSCG2 approximately 1 followed by 36 octillion zeros. Googleplex 1 followed by Googleplex zeros, a Googleplexian, aka Google Duplex, aka Googleplexplex, which is 1 followed by Googleplex zeros. Okay, warning, you're entering the massive number block zone, which are bigger than 10 to the power 10. BTW 10 to the power 10 is equal to 10 to the power of 10 to the power of, 10 times. Be warned that these numbers are out of humanities comparison. Dang, I sure bet they are. Okay, Decker. Also, that's a weird name for a number, right? If it was a real number. I don't know if it is, though. Giggle. It's basically Google, but the first O is replaced with an I. Okay, G1. G is also a number function. Decataxis. Taxes. Taxes. Okay, sorry. G64, also known as Grant's number. Fast-growing hierarchy 5-1. Fast-growing hierarchy 5-5-1. Tree 3. Explaining this function is pretty hard. Also, tree is a number function. Tree 1 and 2 are skipped because the function has to do with something. So I think tree 1 is 1 and tree 2 is 3. Okay, yeah. Okay, tree G64. SSCG3. SSCG tree G64. Dang, but these numbers are getting big. Loader's number. Rail's number. Wait, hold on. Wait, 1 second. 1 second. Wait. Oh, I thought I saw something here. Okay, I'll just go back. Okay. Rail's number, the biggest, probably the biggest finite number. Finite number. TAR 3, TAR SSCG 3 G64, G2048, 2 times 2 repeated G 1 times, 2 times 2 repeated G 3 times, 2 times 2 repeated TAR 3 times. 1 times 1,000 to the power 10,000 times 1 and 150 to the power 155 to the times 1 times 10 times 10 times 10. Okay, 2 times 1,000 to the power of 10,000 times 150 to the power of 155 times 1 times 10 times 10 times 10. Rail's number to the power of 100. 201.428 ... Oh my gosh, that's a lot. 3 times Rail's number to the power of 100. You have reached the infinite zone, so the NBs will become bigger faster than usual. Infinity is a number with no end whatsoever. Actually, well, here's the truth. Infinity is not a number. Well, it can be called a number in fictional Google OG. Infinity is actually a way to describe something that never ends or just goes on forever, like space or like numbers, because you can always add 1 to a humongous number, or a negative number, or a very small number. You could just add 1 tons of times. Yeah, but yeah, okay. More numbers before infinity here. TAR SSCG 3 G64 to the power of TAR SSCG 3 G64. F to the power of 10. 10, 10, 10. Oblivion. Oblivion times 50. Utter oblivion. Also, yeah. Okay. Okay. Now here are the infinite things. Infinity. Infinity plus 1. Infinity plus 2. Infinity plus 4. Infinity plus 8. Infinity plus 10. Infinity plus 50. Infinity plus 100. Infinity plus 500. Infinity plus 1000. Infinity plus 10,000. Infinity plus 100,000. Infinity plus 1 million. That sure is a lot of numbers there. Okay. Infinity plus 10 million. Infinity plus 1 billion. Infinity plus 10 billion. Infinity plus 1 trillion. Infinity plus 10 dual trillion, also known as a Google. Infinity plus 1 centillion. Infinity plus 1 million. Million. Infinity plus Googleplex. Infinity plus Googleplexian. Infinity plus infinity. Infinity plus infinity plus infinity. Infinity square. We're getting near an absolute infinity. Okay, infinity times infinity times infinity. Infinity cubed. Infinity, whatever that is. Infinity everything. Infinite infinity. Omega. Omega plus 1. Omega plus 2. Omega plus 4. Omega plus 8. Omega plus 10. Omega 2. Omega 3. Omega cube. Omega cube 2, maybe. Wait, no. Omega cubed. Omega to the omega. Omega to the omega to the omega. Omega to the omega to the omega to the omega. Epsilon naught. Epsilon 1. Epsilon 2. Epsilon omega. Epsilon naught. First countable ordinal. Unfoldable cardinal. Inaccessible cardinal. Model cardinal. Okay, yep, I think they're gonna add weekly combat cardinal in the next update or something. Okay, we finally reached it. Absolute infinity, but there's still a few more numbers to go. I mean, these of these. Absolute infinity. Absolute every number. Absolute never. Absolute never 2. Absolute never 3. Truefinity. I mean, twofinity. Tifinity. Tafinity. Onefinity. Twofinity. Eightfinity. Onfinity. Dofinity. Absolute every number never. Infinity plex. Infinity plexian. Second countable ordinal. Okay, here's a one more. That's a one more. Okay, here are the last few numbers. Uncountable. Uncontrollable plex. Second countable ordinal. Absolute every number never. Unionfinity. And finally, the last number on the list is Dofinity. Okay, wait, hold on. Is there something here? Okay. Wait, what? I did not see this. I can't delete this. I'm sorry. I couldn't delete this. I can't delete this. Let's just see these. Finity. Infinity. Treefinity. Heptafinity. Infinite taxes. infinity thousand, infinity million, infinity billion, RainbowFinity, RainbowMegaHeptaFinity, RainbowMegaHeptaFinity. Yep, and that's finally RainbowMegaHeptaFinity. Yep, finally RainbowMegaHeptaFinity. What the? Okay, sorry. I'm sorry. What is going on? Okay, let's just pretend we never saw that. Dang, bro. Okay, and that's it. Thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. And please play Numberblocks Big 3D and maybe this game. But I kind of recommend Numberblocks Big 3D more. I'm trying to be rude, but I just do. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.